The late Miriam Makeba was one of South Africa's most prominent musicians. Makeba had a career that spanned over decades. Now the Allaince Francaise and I support music business will be presenting a tribute to the legendary musician titled A Tribute to Mama Africa. Headlining the tribute will be Durban-based vocalist Thulile Zama, as well as her band. Miriam Makeba was not only a vocalist but a human rights activist and was the first soloist to put African melodies to the world in the 1960s. Well, to tell us more about the tribute, we're joined from our Durban studios by Thulile Zama. A very good morning to you, Thulile, and welcome to Morning Love.
Good morning, Pearl. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the tribute to the late Mama Miriam Makeba will be taking place on the 26th of this month. Tell us why this would be a befitting tribute.
Well, funny enough, it's 10 years already since the passing of Mama Miriam Makeba. We started our project last year already in Durban. We've taken it to Pretoria. It's come back to Durban. A lot of people know about Miriam Makeba and the famous songs that she's done, but there's so much repertoire and depth to her music that we felt like we need to do a tribute and introduce the other stuff that's not that popular to the people who love her music.
And what are those other stuff?
Oh, well, we do songs from, like one of my favorite albums is from the 70s, A Promise, and there's songs like Mama and Mama Ndialila that talk about the plight that she had to go through while in exile, while not being able to come home. Songs that talk about the times when her mom passed away and she couldn't come home to bury her mom, but also joyous songs and songs of love. There's just so much to her that, yeah, we felt like we need to bring it to the people. And even people who are not her fans are starting to get to know her music now.
And tell us how you as a musician, you as a black woman have been influenced by the life and music and work that Mama Miriam Makeba was doing.
Oh, as a musician, she's influenced me right from the get-go. Like before I was even studying music or before I was exposed to other music, Mama Miriam Makeba was the soundtrack of my life. And of course, the fights that she fought and the representation that she did while overseas, while in exile, fighting for the rights of South Africans has just been so massive and influencing my life specifically that, yeah, I just had to do this tribute.
All right, and you've spoken a lot about the lyrical content and arrangements and how Mama Miriam Makeba did that influenced your you as a musician, rather. So how do you manage to sort of incorporate those influences and yet still remain original in what you offer?
Yes, so what we do is a lot of the songs are kept arranged as they were written. There are some new arrangements of the song. I work with an awesome band that I met during my varsity days, and we've put in a lot of work in incorporating our sound, but also keeping the music authentically as it was written. So it's been a wonderful challenge in discovering the sounds of Miriam Makeba. I know a lot of people contributed to her music, especially one of my favorites, Simenya, who wrote a lot of her stuff.
Oh, that's actually so amazing. Take us through some of the other features or elements that will be incorporated into the show as well.
Well, for Thursday, we're going to be at Allaince Francaise, 22 Sutton Crescent in Morningside in Durban. And we're going to feature Izilozi dances. We're going to have live music with David Smith on piano, Sbusiso Mkonza on bass, and Rebecca Doty on the drums. Of course, myself on vocals. There's going to be a menu incorporating the